Okay, so I'm going to take you through how to use Google Classroom to create rubrics and then apply them to student work. Okay, so the option to create a rubric only exists when you're creating the assignment from the beginning. You can't have an existing assignment and add a rubric to it currently. So you're going to come in here to classwork, and you can see I've got one here. I'll take you through what it looks like real quick and show you that, and then I'll show you how to create one. Okay, so I've got my sample rubric. Here's the rubric that I attached to the assignment. The assignment was just a document that they were going to comment on. Okay, if I click on rubric here, you can see what the rubric looks like. I have my criterias, and then I have my scaffolding going across where I can give them names and points, or I can just give them points and put in a description. Okay, if I were to grade this assignment, I would go in and look at the one that was turned in. And then I would be able to grade it based on those criteria. So you can see as you mouse over it, it gives you the point and the name. If I click the little arrow here, it gives me the full descriptions. So we'll give that one a groovy, we'll give this one a 3, a 3, a 3. Actually, we'll make that one a 2, and then a 3. Okay, and then it will total those up for a score total for the student for that assignment too. So if you're using standards-based, it's not necessarily the points that matter, but the scaffolding and the average. But that's the way Google does it. Okay, so going back to the class, if I wanted to create a new rubric or reuse a rubric I had previously created, I would click Create New Assignment. And then here's that rubric button. That won't highlight or light up until I type in a few things over here. So we're going to type in rubric number 2 assignment. I could give it instructions. I can attach it. So then here is the rubric button. When I click that, notice I have create rubric, reuse rubric, or import it from a sheets where it was typed in. Okay. They do tell you that eventually you'll be able to export your rubrics into sheets and then send them to other people so that they can import them in. All right, so I'm going to choose create rubric in this case. If I use reuse rubric, by the way, it just goes through and it finds the only rubrics I'd previously created. And you can actually see it by selecting it and then previewing it. Okay. But I'm going to click create new rubric just to show you that process. All right, so here's my first criteria, vocal quality. Okay, and then currently it only has one thing in the scaffolding. I can click the plus to give it as many as I want. So we'll make this a 3, a 2, a 1. Points are required. Okay, and then I can give these titles and or descriptions. Excellent vocal quality. All words were pronounced clearly and at the correct volume level for the venue. All right, and you can scaffold that across. Then if you want to add a second criteria, you can come down here and you can use speech content. All right, and you can build a rubric that has as many criteria as you want and points and descriptions. Okay. Again, you can import a rubric from a spreadsheet, but that's the only way you can do it. But you could copy and paste descriptions from a document also. Okay. Once you're done, you click Save. It attaches that rubric over here. You should make the points for the assignment match the points for the rubric, just so you don't get confused. Okay. Again, all these other boxes are the same as regular. Which classes you want this rubric to be given to, which students within a class. This is a due date for the assignment, a topic for the assignment. Okay, none of that's new. It's just that add rubric down here that is. Okay, and then you can assign that assignment. And then as those assignments come in, you will be able to score them using that rubric. Okay. Just like that. Okay. If there was something that was turned in that you were scoring, you could do that. You would see that document just the same way you would, and the rubric would be over on the right-hand side over here, just like it is when you're in that scoring pane. The nice thing about this is you don't have to attach an assignment, an actual document to it. You could use this as a rubric to grade them on a public speaking event or any type of performance event without having actually have a document that you're looking at. Okay, you would just have the rubric in front of you and be able to go through and click on that. Remember, the little arrow here pulls down so you can see all the scaffolding, all the descriptions.